What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? This is I, James. ReadoptionAgency.com, 20 plus years selling on eBay. I decided to come down. We're going on Vern, yay! We're going on a little after 5 o'clock. And technically at 5:30 will be 5 hours with no sales. How crazy is that? During the day, Tuesday on eBay, from 12:30 afternoon to 5:30, 0 sales for me. Now, if you watch my videos, you know that is completely insane, and something is majorly wrong. I had so few sales before that. At about 1 o'clock, I go, you know what? Just in case it's me, always got to try to do something on your own to figure it out first instead of pointing fingers like I try to do. I went ahead and jumped my promoted all the way back up to 20% just to see if it turns something on, right? Because I can always jump it back down and deal with it and figure out the problems. It did nothing. Taking my percentage from 10% to 20% did nothing. So that 100%, okay, 99.9% tells me eBay's got some major issues going on. Major issues. I did find a lot of buyers complaining that they could not send offers yesterday. So that kind of confirmed to me the offer issues overnight, because there was a 10-hour window where only one offer came through. So I just got off the phone with eBay. Of course, the phone team, they don't know anything about any issues. He looked it up for me, took the time. And, and I'm not in no way knocking the people who answer the phone, because I just know, obviously, from past experiences, communication within the company as a whole there is none. Courtney! So he put it on hold. He took notes and said, he'll kind of, if he hears anything or sees anything, kind of putting a puzzle together, if you will, he'll throw my account into an issue or whatever if something comes up or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I got somebody who really listened and understood this time, who listened to what I was saying and kind of, understood that with my consistent sales, when I have an issue like this, it's usually a major issue. So he totally got it and understood it and was real receptive to it and what have you. So I figured I'm just going to go ahead. Since I haven't had no sales in 4 hours and 45 minutes, God, that is just so pathetic. I don't think it's ever been that bad during the day. Overnight, of course, we've had this issue where you can tell like a server's down or they're updating, but not during the day. All day? That is a first, and it's actually extremely scary to me. Does it have anything to do with the Vault update or whatever, I know they did the promoting percentage update, but that was back on the 1st. I know there was some issues, it seemed like, that stemmed off of that. Was the Vault an update within the last couple of days or yesterday even? And that's what kind of just set this ball into motion of things not working again? Possibly. I don't know. And he even said, I can't rule that out. So it seemed like he understood that the site has issues. So, but anyway, kind of depressing. I don't know how many items I've got listed so far today. 50, 70, 75, I'm not sure. And I've just been mostly putting in drafts, because I've been trying to redo my office a little bit, where I think I showed you. But I'm trying to move everything over into drafts made as soon as I get the stuff in, type of thing. So I'm just going to knock this out just in case I have the next 5 hours. I mean, if I have 2 or 3 more hours where nothing sells, I'm not going to be shipping again until in the morning anyway. So if I knock this out, at least I can spend the next 2 or 3 hours listing. So drafting. And that's the thing. I added to the algorithm, listed items. Yesterday was like 120. Today was 50 plus, let's just say that. So up that percentage on the promoted, did nothing. So, and when I kind of search eBay for my items, even though, it is my account, my computer I'm doing it on, when my promoted's not coming up properly, I still don't see my promoted. But everything that I did spot check seems to be my sponsored items are coming up pretty high in the best offer, or the best match. So, what exactly it is, I have no idea. I really don't. I don't know if the whole vault thing crashed servers, or I don't know. I'm just grasping at straws now, just to be talking out my frustrations. So that ain't doing you no good, but at least you're not alone. You are not alone. If you're having major issues today, you are not alone. I hope that for a lot of you guys who are smaller sellers than I, that when I talk about this stuff, it makes you feel a little bit better that the issues are not all on you. If all of a sudden you see a drastic change in your sales, but keep that in mind. You are, what you need to do is kind of do like I do, but it'll be on, it's the same thing, but just a different scale. Go in for the last month, the last 2 months, or do it month by month. The last month, since we're in a new month now, take your items, average it out, how many you sold a day. Go back the previous month. How many did you sell a day? Now, of course, you have to be someone who's constantly listing, whether that's 5 items a day, 10 items a day, or 100 items a day. As long as you're staying consistent with your listing, you can figure out your consistency when it comes to items sold per hour, per day, or what have you. So get those numbers under control so that you can see, when there is an issue, there's a red flag going off that it's not just you, or it may not be you. How about that? Let's just put it that way. I always say that never place the blame until you know 100%, and you're still not 100%, but 99.9% sure that. Never always take the blame totally off of yourself, because there could be something different that we don't know about that all of a sudden changed that, oh crap, I should be doing this to generate more sales now, or whatever the case may be. There's always, I always keep the door open, because I like the control feeling of, if I list more, I'll sell more. So when that doesn't happen and it's out of my control, it's uneasy, depressing, and today worrisome, because it's never, like I said, it's never happened this drastically during the day before. So with all that said, I'm just going to get through this. There's really nothing here. There's like 14 orders. So let's go ahead and ship them. And I had ran all my numbers today too, based on my new percentage, to make sure I was making enough profit per item with the whole new update, with the changing of, the taxes being, them taking a fee out of the taxes, out of the shipping, etc., for the promoted items. So I went through a bunch of different things, made notes, made sure I was, at my new number, I was making good, profit on each item, which I was. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to bump it up to 20% and, see, I'm still going to make money, but I wanted to see if it would change anything for, more or less. So that was the only reason. So once these sales start coming back in, I'm going to drop it back down, obviously. But yeah, and normally when I get off the phone with somebody at eBay, my sales will start rolling in. It's been about 20 minutes now, and nothing still has happened from that. So even them getting into my account has not triggered anything like it normally does. So something huge is going on right now. Something bigger than normal. All right, so Neil Diamond Gold sold for $4, headed to Texas. Like, what did I do on the vinyl? I did $4 vinyls with my new percentage, and I think it was $2.25 of that goes actually in my pocket on a $4 vinyl. So that's pretty good. And if you want to know like how to do each item, it's pretty simple. If you don't know, go to your payouts, click details, see all when it comes to the details. Scroll down, find a normal price point item that, you know, maybe you sell a lot of $10 items. So find some $10 items that have sold, but also sold as promoted. And that'll be like a couple of spaces different on your thing, or maybe even right next to each other. Then do the math there. Then take out the actual cost of your shipping, not what you charge, but your actual cost and the cost of the item. And even take out a little bit for your time. And that will give you the number, the profit for each item that you've sold. So pretty simple to really keep detailed track. Make sure you don't go backwards, don't go under. And if you do that too, you might notice, hey, I can promote this a little higher. And that might also increase your sales when the site is working properly. So you know your numbers, you can control everything a lot better, and you know when something's wrong or when something's great. So Salvation Army Band plays The Great Marches, sold for $12, headed to Florence, Kentucky. Are you ready for a meteor light? Yeah. Man, hold on a sec. I had a cough. I was going to go for a bike ride, but when I was talking to the people on eBay, I haven't really talked to anybody today except this morning on the video. As you can hear, there's a little bit different thing going on with my voice. I'm like, that's weird. I feel fine, but something's going on with my voice, almost like I'm getting sick, even though I feel fine. So I'm like, maybe I'll put the bike riding off for the day. I don't want to like overdo myself if I'm not feeling, or if my body's starting to fall under something. Make sure I'm okay. Don't wear myself down. But anyway, we've got 3 items here. 2 8-tracks, 1 cassette. And all Christmas related. It's Christmas in July, everybody. Headed to Naperville, Illinois. Sold for $20, all 3 of them. I think Naperville is a place I took a car on a dealer trade once. If it was the same place, Naperville Dodge dealer, maybe I think it's called. Anyway, all right, and yeah, $20. I'll give you a kind of update here. So at in the 8 o'clock hour, I had 3 items sell. 9 o'clock hour this morning, I had 3. 10 came in. I got those 3 that I just shipped, plus 1, 2, 3 more. So 4 orders in the 10 o'clock hour. Then that's when the issue started. So at 11 o'clock, nothing came through. 12 o'clock, 1. 1 o'clock, 1. And these actually are not even sales. These are actually payments from previous sales. My last actual sale was this one. Came in and then somebody paid. So 12:20. Whoops. Just keep forgetting this touchscreen. So 12:28, and it's 5:20 right now. So getting ready to hit 5 hours. This Base Booty Party, that was another older one. And because if it wasn't, it would say your sold item is ready to ship. That's when they, you go in and you just buy it straight out. Then there's the other way, is you buy it without paying and you pay later. That's what all of these are, except this one, they bought to pay later, but then they immediately paid. So, but the one just came in was an older one. I recognize that. I took an offer for it earlier, maybe even this morning during that time period. So yeah, it's totally jacked up, but an offer did at least just come through. And of course, it'll probably be something I can't take. So let me respond to this and see if they end up paying. All right, I had to counter offer that one, so I didn't take it. But anyway, we got this Horde Festival CD-ROM. Sold for $6, headed to Akron, Ohio. Nitro Praise 4 CD, sold for $10, headed to Knoxville, Tennessee. All right, Biff Naked Lucky CD promo single, sold for $7, headed to Chicago, Illinois. All right, Cold Go Away promo cassette single, sold for $6, headed to Mountain Home, Arkansas. 3 Merry Widows cassette, sold for $4, headed to Belleville, Illinois. All right, Hit After Hit CD. So far, $7, headed to Bluff City, Tennessee. You know something's wrong when I only got 2 hat sales. Alrighty. Amanda, I guess that's how it's pronounced. Sold for $6, headed to Florida. All right, Grande Amber hat. Sold for $9, headed to Tucker, Georgia. Block by block, hustle gang over everything. Shirt sold for $9, headed to Colorado Springs, Colorado. I just forgot where I was going. Forgot my number. C87. Oh, that's gonna be back here. I see it. A little bit of the Nuge. If you can't lick them, lick them. Cassette sold for $4, headed to Georgia. Oh, I forgot. Home of the crooked couch. Alrighty. 35 millimeter magnetic film vinyl. Sold for $5. Headed to Cleveland, Ohio. This was another one of those I picked up in Springfield, Illinois, from the bookstore guy who bought out the Hastings, who didn't want the media, so he sold it all to me really cheap. And so it's been forever. Been here forever. Sold for $8, headed to Connecticut. So at the 5 hour and 1 minute mark, an item actually sold. Don't you think that's kind of weird? Like if it automatically like turns back on at like, hopefully it comes back on, but it just seems weird at 5 hour and 1 minute. And then boom, a sale comes in. Probably just a coincidence though. Would be nice if it was turned back on. All right, where are you at? John Denver. I thought this was something I recently put up. Maybe not. There it is. Went over it. Alrighty. Got the CD sold for $7, headed to Portland, Oregon. And I just sold another one. Weird. Alright, one of two things is going to happen. Either I don't have enough sales to come back and finish this video, so it will end here. Or I will be back and we'll continue. But either way, you'll know right now.